My name is Scott. I'm sorry I'm reading off a cue card here, but I want to make sure I get everything in. Thanks for checking out our Southern Homestead Transformation channel. Um, I like to call it SHT for short. You'll see it at the end of my videos, and it's kind of a joke. If you say out SHT quickly, you'll know. I've had a lot of people say, "Do you know what you did?" And yes, I know what I did. It's kind of just a little joke that my son and I had when we did it. Um, so just so you don't have to tell me about that, I already know. We, my son, my 29-year-old son, and I started this channel back in April. Um, his name is David, and his nickname is Gunner. Um, I also made a trailer channel video similar to this. I think I wore the same shirt. I did it kind of on purpose back then, but everything has changed since I started this channel. So I wanted to make a new one. I thought it was fitting to make a new one, and that's why I'm doing this. Everything, and you'll see from what I'm going to say, is totally different, but even some of the people that I talked about in the channel trailer video about other channels that I watched is a little bit different. My world was changed forever 5 weeks ago today, July 25th, 2019. David, who worked for the DOT, South Carolina DOT, and his co-worker were hit and killed instantly by a distracted truck driver while they were patching a road at 2:23 in the afternoon. So every Thursday, just like now while I'm doing this, is very difficult. It is actually 3:30 now, but I wasn't able to do it before this. The truck never even hit the brakes, never tried to avoid hitting them, hit in the back of two cars, put 5 other people in the hospital. And I don't know exactly why the driver didn't hit the dump truck that my son and his co-worker were using, but he swerved to miss the dump truck, and that's when he hit them. And anybody that has kids, I can't tell you the pain that I feel for this. It's the worst thing that I could ever imagine. He wasn't just my son, but he was my best friend. We did everything together. He worked with me since he was 8 years old and moved down here with us and just did everything. And I'm totally devastated. And I put in here, nobody should ever lose a child. It's especially hard. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, my grandmother died. I know how you feel." No, I'm sorry your grandmother died. I've had my mother, my father, and both my grandparents die, and nothing compares to the pain of losing your child. So everything from now on is going to be much harder for me to do on this channel because we were doing it together. So that's the other reason I wanted to change this video up. And I have a very large, not very large, but it's large for me, I think, 1,400 and something at this count subscribers, but very loyal and kind. And I can't thank them enough. So if you're loyal, if you're a regular subscriber and you're watching this, thank you. Everything you've said, everybody that's sent their well wishes and everything, you don't know how our family appreciates that, and really do. You've got us through this horrible tragedy as best as possible. I would also like to thank my wife. She's helped me through this so much, and she also was the one that encouraged me to do this channel, and she wants me to continue even when I really didn't want to. And there's also 4 other channels that I'd like to thank, and because they've done quite a bit. And first is Chris from Let's Dig 18. He guided me along on what I should do for the process of efficiently taking care of the lake. But he also called me, and once he found out about David, and he put up a tribute video, which was very nice, not only to show David so people could see, but also to talk about safety while out on the road. let them work, let them live. I mean, if it takes 3 more minutes for you to get to where you're going, you know, my son's never coming home again, and neither is his coworker, who had a brand new wife. So I thought that was very nice. Secondly, Memories and Mojitos Travel. Check out her channel as well. It's actually my daughter, Brittany, and I couldn't have gotten through this without her. She came right down, and she's been like a rock, you know, missing her brother as well, but helped me because knew how much pain I was in, and she's actually flying down tomorrow to be with us again. Third is Fred from Got It Made. I became a friend of his just from YouTube, and we had a great time. We met up before, we talk on the phone, but he's called me to check on me and see how I'm doing, and you know, we made plans to meet up later on in the year, and you know, he's a great guy and has a great channel, so look his up too. And the last one that I want to mention is Elite Earthworks. Brandon and his wife, they've been very supportive, made nice comments, and he has a nice channel and does a good job, I think, as to how he does it, so I wanted to give him a shout out. Go to his channel. I'll try to put links to all these when I can get to it. And with that being said, let me tell you a little bit about what the channel's about since I did that. In 2015, we bought 25 acres of property here in Northeast South Carolina. My son and I built a 4,000 square foot metal pole barn, which there's a video up in the beginning of that you could see. So we brought all our equipment down here, and then in 2017 I started to build the first house on the property, which actually was going to be for David. It is still going to be for David. We're living in it while I'm preparing to build the house for my wife and I, but it will stay David's house now. And also in 2017 we bought an adjacent 20-acre lake property, which was a sand pit, and it's kind of behind me here, and it's mainly what you'll see in the videos. That's pretty much what the whole channel's been about so far. I bought it from a person who was operating a sand mine, and the deal was, and again it was a verbal deal, it was a contract written to buy it, but the verbal deal was that he would reclaim it by DHEC standards, slope it, put a road around it, make it nice, and as you can guess how that went, he did not do that, didn't do one thing. So here we are. I bought an excavator, and now I'm doing that. So partly too, he took so much material away that in Hurricane Florence and one other time before, it broke through to a creek that's behind us, and I'm one with the creek. So when the level of the creek rises, the water in the pond rises. When it goes down, it goes out. The reason I leave it open is so I don't have to pump it. I can still dig up material that I need to do everything you see in the videos and the sloping. So that will take a little bit of time. I've been a builder and an installer, carpenter, since I was 13. Had my own business since I was 17. This is all I've really ever done. And like I said, David worked for me since he was like 8 years old. And my channel is not meant to be a how-to. I'm not going to tell you how to do anything. I'm going to show you what I do. You know, I would recommend also going back to the beginning, watching the videos from the beginning. I know I think there's 70 something, but if you watch from the beginning, you'll get a much better idea of what is the process and where I'm heading. I know a lot of people that see it in the middle, they have a lot of questions because they don't really understand. And if you watch all the videos, it will show you all the different parts of the land. I have names for everything, and you know, you'll see with that. And I always do my best. I think everybody would, all my subscribers would agree. I do my best to reply to every comment or question. And if I can't do it the same day, I'll try to do it the next day, but I always get around to it. The only thing I won't do is I won't put up with negative comments. I don't want to hear, if you don't like what I do, change the channel. Don't watch it. Nobody's forcing you to. Don't tell me what I'm doing is wrong or this or that, because I'm doing what I want to do, and I've always done what I want to do. So if you have a constructive thing, I'll take it. But if you just want to be negative, just move on to another channel. I don't even want to hear it. This channel, as you'll see if you read the comments, is very family orientated, and I mean the loyal subscribers. We're all like a family, and everybody talks to each other, and everybody feels a connection. And I mean, I know with other people, you know, like the people I mentioned, and others, I watch the channels because I feel a connection with those people as well. And you know, I'm going to keep it that way. So, and if you like, you know, if you do like the channel, please hit the subscribe button and also that little bell icon, and it will tell you when I upload a new video. I used to do one every day, and then I switched it to just 5 days a week and gave myself the weekends off. But since what happened to David, I've had a hard time even to get out here and do it. Everything here reminds me of him. I have a hard time, you know, I'm having a hard time even making this video right now. But I'm going to put up a video as often as I can, and I'm going to show you what I do. So even if I do something and it's for 3 hours, I'll put it up there, and if you want to watch it, fine, but at least you'll know what I'm doing. And, you know, I'm going to do my best to get you the best content I can. Please don't ask me for drone videos. You'll see that we do have the drone videos for me, and he is the one who did it, and I'm not going to do those anymore. So I prefer to, please don't ask me to do them. If I can get somebody else to come here and do them, but I just, right now at least, that was David's thing, and you know, I don't want to mess with that. And hopefully you can go back through and you'll see David. I'm going to try to put some pictures of him up at the end of this video. I know it might be hard for me, but I'm going to try to do that. But there are a lot of videos with David in it. There's a lot of them where he's behind the scenes, but there's also a lot of them in there, and I think you would really you would have really enjoyed seeing him further in the future. And it's very sad for me, but again, I appreciate you tuning into the channel, and I hope that you like it and you will subscribe. And I look forward to answering any questions or anything you might have. So, and again, to all my regular subscribers, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. My family thanks you for everything that you've said and done for us.